everyone, welcome back to Louise Plus 10 and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going through the topic of clutter. It is so important to declutter your home. Having too much clutter about can lead to mental health problems, especially depression, anxiety and stress. Clutter has got the potential to build up anywhere in your home if you don't clean on a regular basis. Paperwork, bedding, pyjamas, clothes, shoes, coats, books, toys, you name it, clutter can build up anywhere. And let me tell you now, if you have lots of clutter and you don't deal with it and you leave it and you leave it, anyone has the potential to turn into a hoarder. Decluttering has lots of benefits, not only mentally, but also for your health, because if you don't declutter and you've got too much stuff, things build up, you don't get to clean properly. That can then encourage pests, dust, which in turn can then lead to allergies, and it's one vicious cycle. So I really hope you're going to enjoy today's video, and hopefully you're going to learn a thing or two, and I hope it encourages you to declutter your home. Thank you for watching.
Okay guys, so you might be at home and you might be surrounded by a load of clutter. It could be that it's got so out of control, you're turning into a recluse, you're depressed, you don't want to let anyone in your home, and you might think, where do I start? I suggest, my tip to you is start in your entranceway to your home. It is the first place that your visitor is going to see. View your home as a first time visitor. Have a look round. It might be you've got loads of coats, loads of shoes, loads of sports kits, loads of umbrellas and goodness knows what lying around. Start at that point. Have a home for everything. So drawers are an absolute nightmare. They house that much clutter, a mess, and cupboards. They drive me potty. So as you can see, I'm opening a couple of my drawers now, and although it might not look bad to you, I like these drawers to be totally bare. I don't like to use drawers because I feel like they just house a load of crap. So I've got a load of random stuff in the drawers here, some scissors, some wax melts, an old plug-in, and one of the kids' bullets for the toy gun. I'm just emptying them off and I'm just giving it a bit of a hoover. If you can do even a drawer today, it's more than what you'd have done yesterday. Sauces and things like that can be a nightmare. You could go in your sauce cupboard and they're all out of date, they're half empty, they can look a mess. But just by putting them on those spinny things that you saw, it can really minimise it down. Don't buy more than what you need. Another tip in the kitchen is, if you're not using appliances on a daily basis, put them in a cupboard, because it's one less thing that you need to pull out and clean behind. So that's what I'm doing with this coffee machine. I'm also going to be doing that with my air fryer, because I don't use that on a daily basis. So I'm going to store it in the cupboard. Things can be so much more simpler to clean if you're not having to pull a load of stuff out all the time. So your worktops will look a lot clearer and it will make you feel so much better in the mind, because things just look a lot clutter free, if that makes sense. Shelves can be another sort of clutter situation. A couple of my shelves, I can find all sorts of crap on them, honestly, what the kids just shove on there. So I like to keep things really minimal. I'm just putting these little spray bottles on there and a little plant. Apart from that, I don't like nothing on my shelves. Always have a home for everything. So you'll notice I am cleaning this tray off, and you probably wonder why I put my tea, coffee and sugar pots on a tray. And I do the same thing with my toaster as well. And that is because all the mess that can come from your toaster or your sugar and things like that, they fall onto the tray instead of all over the worktop. So it makes things a lot easier and quicker just to pull the tray out and give that a little clean, rather than doing all your sides. Always have only what you need. Although there's several people in my house and I have got other plates and things for when guests come over, but for everyday use I just use these few plates and bowls and cups. Why have 100 cups when you don't need that many? You just need to wash up a little bit more. So having only the minimal of stuff in your kitchen on your worktops, it's so much easier to keep clean. So we're moving my daughter's doll's house into her new bedroom. She wants it in her new bedroom now. She changes her mind like she changes her underwear, honestly. From 1 minute to the next, she wants it in the hallway. She wants it in a new room. But I'm kind of glad actually to get my hallway back. As you can see, I'm just picking a load of random stuff off the floor. The kids have been playing with it all and it just gets left. And if I didn't do this on a daily basis, my home would soon become a clutter ground. It's something that you need to do quite often to keep on top of. So you'll notice my windowsills are quite minimal. Sometimes you go to someone's house and they've got ornaments absolutely everywhere and the dust builds up. But just by having just 3 things on my windowsill, it's so easy just to take them off and then give it a bit of a polish and put them back. So these books, you'll notice throughout my videos, I swap them out from books to sort of picture quotes. So I did put the books back not long ago, but I found that the kids, what they used to do when they're younger, they don't particularly sit here now. Now they're getting older and sort of read the book. So we're just going to swap them back and I'm going to put the books back in the book box. They have all got books in the bedrooms, so they can read if they want to, and then they've got access to the book box that you can see me clearing out now. But even books have the potential to turn into clutter. Books, toys, clothes, you name it, if it's not sorted through on a regular basis, anything can turn into clutter. So some of these books now, you might think, why are you looking through the books? Well, we have a number of books that are ripped and broken, so they need to be thrown out. If I didn't do this, we'd just be harbouring broken books and goodness knows what, when the truth is they belong in the bin. So these boxes, they get so dusty. I don't know if you can see the marks and the dust on them. So it houses Poppy's Barbie dolls and the other box has her ponies in it. But already just by sorting through these dolls, I have found a number of dolls that are missing the arms or the legs and some of the clothes are ripped. So if I didn't go through these things on a regular basis, again, we would be housing broken toys. What is the point? It's clutter that is not needed. So now the hallway is totally clear of all the clutter and we've sorted through the Barbies and dolls, etc. We can now give the hallway a hoover, and because it's not ram-packed with a load of stuff, what could take half an hour to hoover only takes a couple of minutes because I'm not having to pull everything out. So this cupboard, I have not done it in a while, and as usual there is an absolute load of rubbish in it. Honestly, clutter, rubbish. You know, paper, throws, blankets, coat hangers, you name it, it's there. So we're just going to give it a bit of a hoover. And this carpet has actually been down here since we moved in 12 years ago. And goodness knows how long it's actually been down, but it looks like something out of the 80s with a pattern on it, I would say. So we're just giving it a good hoover. And we're now throwing away and sorting out all the rubbish, and then I'm going to house my hoover and my ironing board and my mop bucket in this cupboard now. So it has got a potential, it's given me more space. I have emptied all of my towel cupboard, my airing cupboard. It had towels, bedding, you name it, pyjamas. And as you can see, there is a massive mound of stuff that was just a complete and utter mess. So in the end, I ended up clearing 3 bin bags full of stuff that was not needed from this airing cupboard. So we've got towels here that were ripped or they had hair dye or bleach on it, loads of pyjamas and things that were outgrown, bedding that was no longer needed. Honestly, it was a complete and utter mess. Now, I did actually film this part of the video a long time ago because I was going to do it and I never did. But what I ended up doing after this part of the video is I went out and purchased all white towels. And what that did is it cut down my time on washing, because instead of having to do loads of different loads, because some were coloured, you know, some were darks, I ended up now, as I've bought white towels, it's ended up giving me more time because I can wash them all in the same wash. I might have to do 2 or 3 white washes, but at least they're all white. So I'm not messing about, sorting out different colours. Someone else has said to me before, Louise, why don't you purchase more bedding? Now, I like to just keep the one set of bedding for every bed, and I like to wash it, dry it and put it back on, because the thing is I have to store it all. So if I've got different bedding for all different beds, storing all that in my airing cupboard is a complete nightmare and can just clutter it up, when I could just use the one, and when it gets a bit worn I just throw it away and buy a new set. I do have different sheets and pillowcases and things like that, but as far as the bedding set goes, I don't like to keep numerous lots of bedding, because like I say, it can just turn into a dumping ground. So yeah, make sure you declutter things, guys, on a regular basis, because it could turn into this.
Okay everyone, we've come to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I did put a lot of effort into this because I feel like it is a really important subject when dealing with your home. The things that I implemented into this video are things that I did when I was raising my family, when I had 10 kids at home, and that is how I always managed to keep things tidy. Remember guys, keep minimal. It is so easier to clean when things are minimal, and clean on a regular basis. It will always stop the big build-up of clutter from happening in the first place. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one. You take care. Bye.